I don't know if okay. Alex Johnson, been on Compound since 2019. Me too. That's when I started. Like the February or January 2019. So really right at the beginning of the year. Me and you started at the same time, Alex. Haven't paid since 2021 and still have premium sub. Did a trial and it just never ended. Love you boys. Yeah, that was the thing that happened.
Yeah.
Often.
And I've also heard that it was like you could, if you have the app and you were signed in at one point, you could always go to the episode and hit listen to audio and that will play. That's what people were calling up and saying. So they didn't have to subscribe.
I remember from when I was when I started there, people saying like, hey, I've been watching this for free for like 2 years. And I'm just like, tell someone about it. And there was like apparently no way to fix it. And I'm like, how is that possible?
Oh, really?
I don't know. Because I didn't look into it other than telling, like, hey, guys, someone sent me this was a problem.
Maybe that's why they changed it at the end to you had to sign in every fucking time you went to the website.
I assumed that's what it was but even then, people like apparently you could still log in with your unsubscribed email and you were able to like somehow get in. That fucking company had tech problems that were retarded from day one. It never made sense because Anthony was spending shit tons of money on all these
services,
these internet, these web providers and shit, and they would just fuck us in the ass. It was insane.
And I mean, at least easily once a month, the website would just like also not post any of the episodes, even though we did it all in the back end, and then there would have to be some note or whatever to the help desk there, and then they would blame us and say we changed things and we did it, and then all of a sudden it would just like magically get fixed even though we didn't change anything.
Dude, every month, shows wouldn't load, shows wouldn't be able to go live, and we're like, what the fuck's wrong with the website? Like, we have the exact same routine every day to make this shit work, so why isn't it coming on? And we would contact the company, Otera, and we'd be like, hey, this isn't working. What's going on? And their immediate response was, it was you guys. Something on your end. You're doing something wrong. And we're like, it's impossible.
Yeah.
We have the exact same computers and programs doing the exact same thing every fucking day. How could it be on our end? And we'd argue back and forth. And then all of a sudden, it would be fixed as if someone waved a wand and everything would be working. And we're like, oh, you're right. It must have been on our end because we didn't change anything. And they would give us shitty suggestions like change the stream key to this new one. And it's like, why? Okay, here we go. I put this new stream key in. That one doesn't work also. And then they would be like, why are you using a different stream key? That's probably why it's not working. It's like, this is what you fucking sent us. You told us to do it. You fucking piece of shit. Everything in tech and in like podcasting entertainment that I've learned so far from working with Compound, and when we would rent out the studio to other teams of people that were in podcasting and in production, the second something's not working, it's just this.
Yeah.
Your job isn't to fix the problem. Your job is to figure out who you can say this problem is because. And it takes forever to get anything back online because no one's trying to fix anything. Everyone's just like, well, it can't be me. It can't be me because I, even though I changed several things on your website, it's fine.
There was one problem I was having back in April where, we start the stream and it's just the coming up next logo. And then when we post the video, we have to tell the website, start the video at this time to skip all that stuff.
Yep.
And there was like 5 In Hot Water episodes in a row where the time was set on the back end of the website, but it would start at the beginning. And it's not that big of a deal. People can skip ahead. It's not like
annoying.
It's annoying, but it's not like the end of the world.
Right.
And I wrote them and told them, and they were like, oh, just try clicking the, force the refresh of the In Hot Water page and click OK. And I was like, yeah, I've done that 4 times. It's still not working. And then they came back with some other excuse. And I said, no, that didn't work. Then I just never heard from them and figured they had no solution. And it was just like,
no, they would just give up.
And those In Hot Water episodes were now older. So it's like, and then literally the week before we got fired, I got an email back. hey, we think we fixed it. Can you check? It was like 2 months after April. It was like, it just out of the blue. Yeah. And I was like, oh, yep, it works. Whatever.
That was, it was my, the dump episodes. I stopped. First of all, I would just upload the actual video file from the TriCaster because I didn't want to deal with any of what you just described because it never worked right. And
it's annoying for if people downloaded the video, they would get that whole chunk in the beginning. It was just wasted bandwidth too. Yeah.
So what I would do is I would just upload my own episode without any of the pre-roll. Mm-hmm. So it just started right when the show started. And then after years of doing it that way, all of a sudden, my episodes, when I put them up, there's just a black screen, no video, all audio.
Yeah.
And it would happen like multiple times a week. And again, they're like, well, what are you doing different? You're doing something wrong. How come you're not using the recording that the website made? And I'm like, listen, fuckheads, I don't have to explain why I'm doing anything when I'm doing it. The fact of the matter is I've been uploading the show this way for 2 or 3 fucking years. But all of a sudden it's not working and you're telling me it's because I'm doing something wrong when the fucking formula has been the same. So they eventually broke me because it was happening every day at one point where I just had no video. And the dump, I would play a lot of videos. So like I needed people to see what I was looking at or else it was just literal noise and nonsense. So I gave up, I gave in, and I just fucking used their recording. And with that, I would get that pre-roll shit where it's 10 minutes of no show.
Yeah.
Even though I would put, and then I would put in the time codes, and then it would cut too far ahead. And like the first 10 minutes of the show are now completely cut out.
Yeah.
So what I ended up doing is like, all right, no more pre-roll. I'm sorry if you guys are waiting for the show to start in the stream. It's just going to start, the stream starting as soon as the show starts. That's it, done. And it was the only way to make it stop happening.
Yeah. Because once again, we couldn't stream live whenever we wanted. We had to set it up ahead of time with a schedule on the website. Yeah, it was just